What's up, boys? Taking a look at some more player props today over on PrizePicks. PrizePicks is my favorite website for some player props, including the NBA. So yeah, if you guys are not having PrizePicks, I highly recommend joining. It's available in most states and Canada. So if you guys are interested in joining, use code DOMG when you guys do and sign up. They match your first deposit 100% up to $100. So definitely recommend joining. A bunch of guys have been using my code, and I seriously do appreciate you guys use it because it helps me out and it helps you guys out as well because they match your first deposit 100% up to $100. So yeah, let's go ahead and hop in this video though. Not gonna lie, today there's nothing I absolutely love like I have on past days. So unfortunately, that's the case. Just nothing that's like my real favorite today. I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be kind of a weird day. We'll see how it goes. But yesterday on the video was not very good. It was 1 and 2. Did not really go over well. I'm really surprised Harden did not go over 10.5 assists. They look so good. Great matchup. Just played him 2 days ago and dished out 16. He only dished out 9 yesterday. So that kind of sucked. Brandon Ingram hit. And then Wendell Carter, man. He had like 10 points in the first half. Might have been more. He might have like 12 points in the first half. And finished with 13. It sucked. Don't know what he was going on about. But he did not finish that game off well either. So 1 and 2 day yesterday. On the Patreon though, that was very, very good. We were 4 and 2 yesterday. Plus 1.35 units yesterday. So we're up 1.73 so far in March. So started out March with 2 profitable days. So I'm pretty happy with that. But let's go ahead though and hop straight in this video. But all the links are in the description. The PrizePicks link, the Patreon link, and the free Discord link are in the description. So yeah, but in this video, just always do your own research, tail at your own risk, all that different stuff. Just, yeah, let's go and hop into this. So I got a point prop, I got an assist prop, and I got a rebound prop for you guys. So let's take a look at the first one here. It's going to be DeMar DeRozan points. We're hopping right back on this one. So, yeah, DeMar DeRozan, he had one bad game against Miami, which I don't even know if you could really consider 18 points a bad game. But for DeMar DeRozan lately, but we kind of knew that Miami was going to kind of stopped DeRozan. I thought Miami would be the one team to kind of knock him off his high horse there, and they were able to do it. But I think this time around, I'm just going to go ahead and hop right back on this train for DeMar DeRozan, see if he can get it done today and score at least 30 against Atlanta. So definitely going to be an interesting game here. I'm leaning definitely for DeMar DeRozan to go ahead and grab at least 30, get right back on that train. But if you take more of a look at this prop here, he is a plus 100 actually. Most places it was kind of hard to find that number because most places he's 28.5. So I mean, if I was PrizePicks, I'd bump him up to 29.5 too. I mean, he's been killing it. But yeah, and he's a 40% hit rate this season, 9 out of 10 hit rate in his last 10 games. And he's 2 for 3 versus Atlanta this season. He had 35 in the first matchup, 20 in the second, and 37 in the third matchup, which I believe was really, yeah, it was just a couple days ago. February 24th here. This was after the All-Star break, too. He had 37 points. He just played them. So I'm hoping he can go ahead and grab 30 tonight. But as we know about yesterday, it's not always the same case when playing a team lately like Harden only just got 9 assists. But I took his points, too, and that ended up going pretty well. But yeah, let's take a look more into this one, though. So let's go ahead and take a look at this game here. So 7 o'clock tonight, power forward going against the Atlanta Hawks here. 1-point spread, 232.5 over-under. This is beautiful. We love the low point spreads with minimal blowout potential, and we like the high over-under. So 232.5 is definitely a high over-under, in my opinion. But let's take a look at power forward going against the Atlanta Hawks. But so far, great looks. So power forward here against Atlanta, and Atlanta here is a little bit on the harder side, kind of middle of the road, I'd say, for power forward points per game. Season long. So this website, by the way, is called FanDuel NBA Defense versus Position, and this is on Fantasy Pros. And this one is called Rotowire NBA Starting Lineups. So let's take a look at the last 7 games though, and they are definitely on the easier side here. So 3, 6, 7. They're on the 7th most points to the power forward position in the last 7 games, but that's really blown up though by DeMar DeRozan having 37 against them just a couple of days ago. So that was definitely in their last 7 games. So yeah, I'm definitely liking this spot for DeMar DeRozan to hit this over. He might be my favorite of the day. I think we're just going to hop right back on that train, man, until he fails us against like a easy matchup. So, and I'd say this is probably, it's not the easiest matchup, but it's a pretty good spot for him, especially after having 37 last time. So I'm going with DeMar DeRozan tonight. Let me know what if you guys like DeMar DeRozan tonight as well. But all right, let's take a look now at another prop. Let's go ahead and go to assists here. Let's go to Jason Tatum. So we're hopping right back on Jason Tatum. We played him the other night. Went pretty well. He dished out 7 against Atlanta. I believe we took him that game. So yeah, he's at 4 assists. He's bumped up to 4. Actually, he's bumped down because I think he's 4.5 on some other places. So I think he's at 4 here. Yeah, they bumped him down. I'm almost positive. I don't think he was at 3.5 anywhere else. So they have him 4 assists here, going against Memphis today, averaging 5 in his last 5 games here. But that's also, yeah, that's factoring the All-Star game, which I'm not really sure if you can really factor that in. But yeah, so we'll take a look more into this one though, not including the All-Star game in the last 10 here. But he's a plus 100 to dish out 5 assists. So we're going to be tracking this as a plus 100 because he's at 4 on prizepicks. So either would be a push and we get that 1 unit back, or he hits 5 and that's going over 4.5, so it'd be plus 100. So hopefully that kind of makes sense because we have another one that's at 6 rebounds. So on the next one, you'll see that. So it's going to kind of be the same thing. But he's 48% hit rate this season. He's hitting 6 out of 8 in his last 10 games. So that means he's pushed twice. So he's going against Memphis today, and he has not played Memphis yet this season. So unfortunately, I like paying attention a lot to the last time they played a matchup. You kind of get more of an idea of how he might go ahead and fare this time around. But he hasn't played Memphis this season. So the only last time he played Memphis was last year in December, and he dished out 3. Which I don't know if that's really fair to kind of put on him to have 3 assists in December of last season. But let's go and take a look more into this one here. So Celtics game here. It's 7:30 tonight. 1 point spread, 223.5 over under. Love to see this. Low point spread, minimal blowout potential, and an over-under 223.5, which is nice. So I like this a lot. So let's take a look, though, at small forward going against the let's take a look at small forward assists versus the Memphis Grizzlies. Let's take a look at this here. Season-long small forward assists against Memphis. We'll see where Memphis is at here. And Memphis looks like they're kind of in the middle. Another middle-of-the-road matchup here. So 3.68 is what they're averaging per game, but I would like to pay attention to more where they rank among other teams. But yeah, I'd probably say about in the middle of the road matchup, probably. Maybe like that 17th range, allowed assists. But let's take a look at the last 7 games here and see where Memphis is at. And Memphis is probably a little bit on the harder side, kind of in that same area. Yeah, probably 18th, around there, somewhere around there. So I think it's a kind of a middle-of-the-road matchup, not a horrible spot for him. I think he can dish out 5 today. I definitely do not think you should get less than 4. I would be very, very shocked if he did go under 4, I would probably cry. But I think it's a pretty good spot for Jason Tatum, though, against the Memphis Grizzlies. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Let me know what your favorite props are for the day. If you guys want, you can leave them down in the comments. But let's take a look now at Terrence Mann rebounds here. So this is another one that we took the other day, too, and it worked out pretty well. I believe I put that on the... Did I put that on the video, or did I play it on the Patreon? I know for sure I played on the Patreon. No, I did. I did play the video, too. So this one ended up going pretty well for us the other day against Houston. So this was March 1st. We ended up doing that. But he had 7 last time against Houston, but he's playing the Lakers today. And last time he played the Lakers, he had 10. So February 25th, just played them. He had 10. We need him to grab 7 today. So 6 is the push. I don't hopefully think he'll grab 5 or less, but averaging 7.2 in his last 5 games here. So we'll take more of a look at this one here. And he's a minus 142 to hit at 5.5, but we're going to be tracking this at 7, which is a plus 115. So that's what we're going to be tracking it as. Otherwise, it's going to be a push if he hits on 6. So that kind of makes sense here. So, yeah, he's been rebounding very, very well lately. So I'm not going to go ahead and factor in the season long. So I think he's only like 30% on the season or something like that. But he's been definitely turning it up lately. So, but he's a 7 out of 9 in his last 10 games. So he's only had 1 push in his last 10. He's 1 for 2 in 3 games versus the Lakers. So he had 1 push and 1 loss and then 1 hit, which was just recently, February 25th. So hopefully that all kind of makes a little bit of sense here. But I'm liking Terrence Mann a little bit here. Let's take a look more into this one here. So the Clippers here. Here we go. Shooting guard against the Los Angeles Lakers. This game is at 10 o'clock tonight. It's a 2.5 point spread, 220.5 over under here. Let's take a look more into this one. So shooting guard rebounds versus the Los Angeles Lakers. They're allowing the 3rd most rebounds to the shooting guard per game so far this season. The Lakers are. So pretty good spot here. I would say he went over against Houston, who's a little bit down there. Last 7 games, though, gets a little bit different here. But still easier matchup, supposedly, than the Rockets here. But 3, 6, around the 6th most rebounds in the last 7 games to the shooting guard position. So per game. So not a bad spot here for Terrence Mann, I would say. I like these 3 props a little bit today. I think there's a lot of good value, but there's nothing I absolutely, completely love, I will say. So I think there is I probably gonna pull. Yeah, I don't know. I like a lot of these today. We'll see how the rest of the slate is. Just kind of already come up with those three, not gonna lie. Not a big fan of the slate so far, at least. They did add just a lot though. They just added the Spurs here. They just added the Kings, so there's quite a bit that I'm liking. But yeah, I got to look at those Kings and Spurs props here. So that'll probably definitely make the slate look a lot better to me. But yeah, I seriously do appreciate you guys watching this video. If anyone is new, make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn your post notifications. Those things would help me out. So appreciate you guys with those two things. And again, always tail at your own risk. Always do your own research, all that different stuff. But if you guys are not already on PrizePicks, highly recommend joining. Use code DOMG when you guys do go ahead and sign up. You make your first deposit 100% up to $100. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.